Hello everyone. Is there anyone out there who has just been graduated and looking forward to start their professional life as an intern? Well, if so, this video is going to rightly be suited for you, because in this video we are going to discuss about Information Technology Intern and how they are being paid. Now, you might be having a thought that interns might not be paid or they might not be well paid enough. Well, that is actually true. Considering the fact that they are not being well paid, you can also consider yourself getting into open source projects and basic internship where you might not get paid well or might not get paid at all. But if you are getting the right amount of skills through this video, implementing those skills, you would be eventually getting an exposure as to how you can ace your level in information technology. Welcome back to Freshers Now channel, and in this video, as I've mentioned earlier, we are not only just going to look into the pay scale side, but we are also going to focus upon how are the skills that are going to be helpful for you to develop your professional career in information technology. As well as you will be starting off with the description part of an information technology intern, what they do and how are the job roles are interlinked with the profile as well. So with that note, we would be heading over to the definition part so that you can understand much better. Information technology interns would be dealing with a wide range of activities where they would be starting off with maintaining, repairing, organizing and developing, installing software, hardware systems, etc. So all of this has to be taken care whilst Information Technology Intern. These IT interns would be involved into activities such as troubleshooting, technical issues, software updates and contributing to the application development. Besides that, they would also be into assisting into resolving systems, bugs, managing data migrations and maintaining accurate IT documentation. So they might not just fulfilling their role but also would be into indulging with the assistance part of all of these procedural activities, so that they would be learning much more and having a wide range of work exposure as to how they have to maintain and resolve the issues, working along with the different patterns and trends which are further evolving in the business market. So this is what the actual role is like. So if you want to know in detail more, consider these skills on a day-to-day activities. So programmer, analyst, project manager, system analyst, versatile technologies, understanding the applicable programs, languages, and then high attention to details as to how you are working, understanding various other patterns, trends, and the evolutionization out there, and then ability to collaborate in team environment, knowing how to assist the team, and great troubleshooting and analytical skills, which would be further helpful into resolving the issues as well as to how you are able to develop with one particular ray of thought. So these are some of the skills that you can consider yourself on a day-to-day basis. If you have started as an intern or if you're already thinking to start as an intern, consider these skills that you are putting them into practice. Now, what does this person actually do? You have understood the definition part, which is what are the roles which are aligned with the role, and this slide is going to tell you as to what exactly this person would be delivering to the business. An information technology intern would be wholly responsible for assistance in all the operations for the IT department. Especially they would be working up on the whole exposure of IT department. They would be handling variety of duties and taking up sole responsibility of an organization or the company that they are working, depending upon the specific position that they are hiring for the organization. Now, as it is branched into various other disciplines, this information technology would give ample amount of opportunities. So these ample opportunities would be taken up or inculcated by these interns. So according to the discipline that you are placed, you have to be acquiring yourself into attaining as much as skills as possible so that you can be fulfilling all of the roles and responsibilities as mentioned. Apart from this, you can also consider how you can become one or how you can ace yourself in stepping into the professional role if you are already an intern. Now, if you are a beginner, this is absolutely suited for you, because through this few points mentioned here, you can have a very clear idea as to how you can start your life as an IT intern. You can understand that fundamental understanding of the languages is the key potential that you should be having, and you should also have a good amount of knowledge in IT systems and their terminologies. Analyzing computing requirements and other systems needs is also considered as a potential criteria, and choosing the right major, which means whatever you have been graduated in, it can be in bachelor's or it can be associate degrees. Whatever it is, you should always make sure that you are aligning with your major into the role that you are stepping into. Managing devices by configuring network and also making DNS record updates. So you should be further working with all of the particular systems. Like now this is confined to the role and the position that you are stepping into. Not all the roles would be demanding all of this. So in this IT field, wherever you are getting placed or where you are getting exposed, you should be able to have the managerial aspect, as well as you should know as to how you are being accountable to the work that you are being assigned to. And being accountable to the work that you are assigned to requires a deeper understanding about the interlink of the job roles of an IT intern. So in information technology, starting your career as an intern specifically focuses on as to how you are stepping into the role and to other various roles which are associated with it. Some of them are working in groups and accomplishing the assigned tasks like trend analysis, quality improvements and deployment of systems, managing your backups and replications and disaster recovery plans, and also looking into the company's objectives, missions and service and databases, filing, reporting, documentation. All of this is going to be a part and parcel of the role in IT industry. So if you are well interested into this, or if you are like well aware that these are the interlinked roles of this particular job, then you must be aware that you have to also be quite flexible enough into fulfilling these job roles which are interlinked, aligned. So in the alignment of this, you need to make sure that you are having well balanced focus in order to ensure that you are working along whilst assisting the team as well. So it's going to be a huge task indeed. However, the same wise, as much as you have understood as to how the role is demanding or how this internship period is demanding, you should also be well aware of how these interns are being paid. We are stepping into the major part of the video, which is pay scales part, as the source that we have collected or the data that we have taken from is from PayScale enough. So if you are looking forward for more details or information, please head over to PayScale website. Also, considering the fact that interns, are they paid or are they not paid, or are they not well paid enough? So these are the major thoughts that we come across. Even though you might be crossing up with all of these thoughts, consider yourself that implementing these skills would get you to that position there. So in being an IT intern would definitely give you that amount of exposure as well as the right amount of place where you can step yourself into. Now on an average basis, just to give you an idea, in India, IT interns are paid 1,83,000 per annum. So a good start off indeed. Not this like not paid, not well paid. You can consider yourself according to the job role that you are specifically taking. You can also note that these would be ensuring you to make the best out of you. Now this 1,83,000 is something where you should be much proud enough to achieve it, as well as you should be well clever enough as to how this pay is going to land you in the future. So if you want to know as to how your career is going to look like as an intern, consider this professional graph. Now you might be thinking, is the graph like not proper, or am I not paid, or will this role not be paying me or not? No, this is not the thing. The thing here is you might be starting off at a zero level, which means you might not be paid enough or well paid enough. So eventually, even if you're not well paid, for like a year enough, like in a year end, you would gain experience, number one. Number two is you would know as to what is that position holding for you. You would be completing your intern period and then stepping into the professional career, where eventually a minimum internship period would land you to a very high-rise peaked pay. So that is a good amount of pay that you can expect from an IT intern. So it's not a simple thing to start off as an intern. I agree. So agreeing to the fact, also I can tell you, I can indeed guarantee you that you can consider yourself starting as an intern and landing yourself into an eventual growth. Now this can be just for year 1. For the first year itself, immediately from months starting, or from a beginner stage, or from foundational course, or even if you're just a graduate stepping into being an intern, you can consider yourself for the end of year 1 that your growth is eventually seen in this graph. So this is how it is going to look like. Now we are heading over to location wise pay scales. Now if they are paying you being an intern, some of the major locations which are paying their IT interns are as follows. In Bangalore, it's 1,80,000, a good start off. And in Pune, is the same, 1,83,000. And then in Chennai, it's 90,000 per annum. Now I cannot tell you that it is a very good off compared to the average pays, but you can consider yourself that you are getting exposed to the market opportunity. And if you have any other suggestions regarding this, place them in the comment section so that even others might find it useful. Also, if you have any other questions for us, do place them in the comment section and we will be happy enough to answer it. Consider yourself subscribing for more informative videos like this. Stay tuned for more, and thank you so much for watching.